Recording officially in progress. Setting the tune in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What up, y'all? It's the man Sean Money in Effect, and welcome to another edition of the Truth Hurts podcast. As I'm doing it solo for the day, I think I'm doing it solo for the day, I guess, in the confines of my own room. I mean, we couldn't get. I mean, it's kind of my fault. I'll take full blame for what's going on, but like pretty much the show must still go on. I'm not gonna get into like much of the details. Things will get back to like where it needs to get back to within the next episode. But anyway, um, if my voice is in like a sort of tiny, tiny tenor bit of a tone today, it's because like a lot just been happening this week, but like I would like to dedicate this show in memory of my man Kenneth Wilkinson, aka DJ Expression. A solid dude, solid brother. Like he always kept it 100 with me every time we was in a conversation. Dropped a lot of jewel, a lot of game within me, and like I'm gonna move the culture forward for you, my brother, my friend. So may he rest in peace, man. And like I would also like to dedicate this show in memory to like everybody that has lost their homes, lost their loved ones, lost their valuable possessions and things of that nature of the California wildfires. Like I'm not able to get into a lot of details within that, but like it was just a sad situation throughout Los Angeles County. Salute to all the firefighters, all the policemen, all the volunteers that really helped to ease down those wildfires. It was just a dangerous situation within the last 2 weeks, and I wish everybody safety. Oh, this is Dre. Here's my brother. We got my guy DJ Man Drizzle in the building. Yo,
My dude,
my
DJ
guy,
Sean Money.
my guy. What up, man?
What's happening, bro?
Yeah, man. We just getting in the ball, so just right in time, man.
All right, good,
I
man.
started off, man. Dedicating the show to my homie, man, that just passed away, man. My boy, my boy D, my boy DJ Expression, man. Like it was just a sad situation. I just literally found this out like two hours ago, man. Like so, like rest in peace to that brother. Real good dude, real man, solid warrior within the DJ community out here in
Hey,
Charlotte.
man.
So like we're dedicating this show in memory of him and in memory of everybody that lost their loved ones within the California wildfires.
Oh Lord, he was lost in the wildfire.
Nah, like not him, but like just everybody in general that lost somebody within the California wildfire.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he was out there at that time.
Nah, he
All right.
wasn't out there at the time. Nah, like he had gotten sick and like it was really bad. Like not to get into any further details, like shouts to his brother, shouts to his family, but yeah, like
Yeah. We'll keep that off social media.
yeah,
God bless them. Prayers to the
just
family.
prayers to the family
Man, definitely,
and
man.
just
I
prayers
hope
to like
y'all. Jeez, I hate to hear that.
yeah, your prayers to the whole DJ community out here in Charlotte and everything, man.
Definitely, man. Dang, gone. I hate to hear that. It's like we losing a lot of good DJs. But when
Not a
it's
good
time, it's
dude, man.
time,
He was a
man.
solid dude, man. Like for real, like
Jeez, I hate to
yeah.
hear that. I
So
know
we're
they
about
going through it.
so we're about to kick things off um within this first segment, getting detailed in the sports, man. Like we're almost at that time within the NFL. We're deep in the playoffs, but I want to talk basketball at first, man. Like
Okay.
a lot has just been going on with controversy a while of these players demanding for trade, demanding this to like the general managers and things of that nature, just because they're either not happy or the team is just not doing well. But two individuals I want to talk to specifically is Jimmy Butler and Tyreek Hill. Like Jimmy Butler recently demanded a trade from Pat Riley because he just feels he's just unhappy. He's like mentally and like emotionally just unhappy within the Miami Heat, within playing within the Miami Heat organization, and he's
Yeah.
not giving his full effort within the basketball court. Pat Riley and the Heat suspended him for 7 days. That suspension is over with now, and he's eligible to play tonight against the Denver Nuggets.
You think
And
he's gonna play?
I'm not sure if he's going to play or not, like if he's going to come off the bench or if we'll see about that.
Yeah.
But basically, like he doesn't really have a lot of options. The Miami Heat are looking to seek a trade, but there's not really a lot of because his salary is like really high. So like a lot of teams it doesn't want to like take on that salary within the trade. The only team that's willing that's willing to seek interest and that it makes sense for him is the Phoenix Suns at the moment. That they would have to
Right.
trade Bradley Beal in order for that trade to be done
Yeah.
because they
The
have the
money.
same salary issues, but like at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, Bradley Beal, he has a no trade clause on his contract, which will more than likely he would probably not use in order for that trade to happen.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant has vouched for Jimmy Butler to be, and like the Phoenix Suns are willing to pay him. If they were to get a trade, they're willing to give him the extension of 2 years up to $120 million.
Right.
Same similar situation with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill just upset at the way that the season went. Like just
Mm-hmm.
upset that Tua is in and out of the lineup and he's not getting the football enough. And
Right.
like he also demanded a trade from within the Miami Dolphins organization. And like the only place that like
Mm-hmm.
he's willing to destined to is towards the Buffalo Bills. And within a similar situation, they're willing
Yeah.
to extend his contract as well. The reason why I'm
Yeah.
bringing up these two and you'll chime in here, Drizzle,
Oh
is
yeah.
like I'm tired of these players like whether they're happy or whether they're not, like not willing to fulfill the contract and willing to like let their teammates down for the sense of their selfishness. Like you have
Yes.
a contract. You have
Right.
to abide by that contract. And it's like and if I'm Pat Riley and if I'm the general manager of the Miami Dolphins as well, I wouldn't want to put it within their trade demands now. Either play within like what you owe us within your contract or not
Mm-hmm.
play at all. Or like just
Right.
get out of the league, or we'll just do this, or goodbye. Like
And,
just be
and
done. We'll just be done with you. And like I
And you
just
know, I
that
agree
just
with you
really
on that,
upsets
man.
me.
It doesn't
Like
make
man,
any
Drizzle.
sense. It don't make no sense for real money. You know, straight up on one side of the fence, the players, you sign a contract. It's
Hmm.
like any other business deal.
Right,
You have this craft and you have this business to take care of, and it's been placed in your hand. First of all, it's not just an attribute or something that's just like it is a gift and it is a good chance to be a part of these organizations that
right,
are part of, let's call it what it is, they're part of sports and entertainment. So you're in a prestigious spot to get all kind of connections and all kind of finances, and it's up to you to uphold that end of the bargain. Now, I compare them to guys of old, females of old players.
right,
They believed in team effort. They believed in holding up their contract. And if it was something that bothered you mentally or sensitive, you didn't get on social media and oh my God, no, you went to you went to the coach. You went to the managers. You went to your teammates and said, "Hey, this, it ain't adding up. It's not rubbing right with me." And they worked it out so
right,
that for the love of the team, and more importantly, for the love of the fans who are paying their hard earned money, they get what they deserve.
right,
That's not the case today. Now, the double prong to this is also blame management because you're not putting nothing in place to hold these people accountable.
right,
Therefore, they're doing whatever they want to do. And if you have something in place, like me, if I do a contract with you, It's gonna say if you don't do this penalty, contract null and void. You ain't getting shit. We're
Right.
done right there. And that's why I hold both accountable because the management should be managing and the players should be upholding their end of the bargain of these contracts they sign.
Definitely. I agree 100%. And like it's just the thing that bothers me even the most. Like they feel that they're slick. They feel that once they make the trade or they get to where they want to go to, they're gonna
Yeah.
these teams are gonna be extending their contracts for like even more money. And like that's
Hmm.
just the slick part about that.
Yeah, they
Players
think they can
shouldn't
do
be
whatever they
rewarded
want to
for
do.
wanting to like wanting to lead their teams. And like that's just and that's just a bad message we're sending to our youth. Like just because like you're in that you're unhappy
Absolutely.
within a situation, like that's not how you handle business. That's the you don't go out into like the media and things of that nature to tell them that you're unhappy that you wanted to trade. Like you need to
No.
talk it out with your coaches or whoever the management is and then work something out for the
Yeah.
sake of the team because like that hinders the organization and that pushes things back within the organization.
Right.
It's like
Not only does
it's
it
just really
hinder
sad how these players'
that
mentality is.
organization, it also hinders the whole game in itself. So you're hindering the personal team organization and you're hindering the NBA and the NFL because fans and commentators, they got to focus on this and do stories about it because you've got it out there on Front Street. So they got to address it. That's taking time and focus away from the actual sports itself.
Definitely, man. Like I mean, people feel that just because it's Miami, it's all sweet and safe, like heading into that South Beach, them nice women, that nice water. But
Yeah.
they put
Yeah.
this in themselves, like yo, like you thought it was gonna be like all sand and sweet, like within the no
Right.
taxes. Like
This
Jimmy
is
Butler and
business.
Tyreek Hill put this all onto themselves, and I have no sympathy whether they end up staying within their contract or not for neither
Mm.
one of them.
Because we can talk about this for days.
Yeah,
Kyrie Irving, it's been so many that do this lately. I don't like the
right.
way the thing is going. I don't like this teammate. He's controlling. And so now this is something that they just do all the time. I don't like you. We're gonna scrap. They don't scrap. They go on Twitter and have Twitter wars. Really? Like
Right.
this is what it's come down to. We're not even getting to enjoy the sport no more because it's all
Exactly.
this toxic and unnecessary drama just taken away from it. This ain't soap operas. This is sports. Play the game.
Definitely, and man, before we get into NFL, like a trade happened within your Charlotte Hornets recently. Nick Richards got traded to or onto the Phoenix Suns for him. Josh Okogie. I think the Hornets got back three second round picks from the Suns in order for to make it happen. Like, what's your thoughts
Yeah.
on a little bit on that trade, man, Dre?
Man, I'm really kind of caught up because I got to be honest. That was a good deal. You getting three picks
I think
for
they
the
got
price
three
of one
second round
trade.
picks out of the situation for the Hornets. So like that's cool.
Yeah, but at the same time. I kind of like dude, and I feel like he should have had more, giving him more time. He should have had more training done.
To
But
develop. Yeah,
off the record,
yeah,
he needed more training. It should have been one-on-one coaching with this man and the fundamentals. If he's not getting the fundamentals down, then you got Zooms, you got training courses. You can send that to him, and while they're on the bus or going to the next game or the plane, he could be right there on his Zoom learning the fundamentals, full court press. The point guard's gonna be doing this. The guard's gonna be doing that. This is what I need to be doing. So I mean, I'm kind of even with it to be honest,
right.
because I like the dude, and I feel like if he had just more training, he was gonna be exemplary on for the Hornets. But at the same time, yeah, we got three second round picks. I mean,
Yeah.
what how do you argue with that?
Hopefully that works out. And like I'm hearing rumblings of Lonzo Ball, like the Chicago Bulls looking to deal Lonzo Ball and his brother really vouching for him to possibly come to the Hornets for like him and his brother together within the Hornets. I think that would be cool if that were to happen. But we'll
Yeah.
see. Like what happens within like
Right.
within the trade deadline, within the All-Star break, as things go
Yeah.
ahead within the NBA. Switching gears now, like because we got to get into the NFL. Like four big games happening this weekend. You got the Commanders against the Lions in the NFC, and then you got the Eagles and the Rams. In the
Right.
AFC, you got the Chiefs and the Texans. And then the other AFC game, the big game, is the Baltimore Ravens against the Buffalo Bills. Like Drizzy,
Mhm.
before I get in my thoughts of it, like what your thoughts on like what's gonna happen this weekend?
Man, it's a toss up. Like straight up, it's a toss up. Like last weekend, I honestly I was expecting, and they're not even my team, but I was expecting the Broncos to pull it off. They
Yeah,
did not at
yeah, that was
all.
bad.
The
Like they was
Ravens,
up. Yeah, the
once the Ra-
Buffalo
what
Bills
they
did
took
really bad.
off, and the Ravens they just kept flying,
Yeah.
and they never could. The Broncos never could. They couldn't catch up to get them, man. And I feel like it's
Nah,
gonna
that
be
was the Buffalo Bills, but yeah, like when I knew like the Josh Allen, they was up like three touchdowns, like that was bad. But I thought like Josh Nix, I felt that Bo Nix was throwing the football really well in that game, and like but like the rest of the team, like more so on the defense was just lacking. It just wasn't
right.
going well for them.
Yeah, I started going into talking about the Ravens game too,
Yeah,
but yeah, man, that the Broncos, man, they just I don't know what happened. It's like they did one of my team's moves, and yes, I'm still gonna be a Panthers fan. I said if I
right.
get a team, I'm running with my home team. But man, they pulled a fourth quarter and a third quarter. They
Yeah,
just lost gas, and it was over from that point.
yeah,
They never could recover.
most definitely, man. Um, my picks for the weekend, like I'm hoping them to go 4-0. Like I think this is gonna surprise people. Um. Ravens and the Bills, that's the game I'm looking forward to the most. It's going to be a really tight game, a really close game. Within the regular
Yeah,
season, the Ravens came out within the victory, and I'm
yeah,
looking at the same result here. I think the Baltimore Ravens advance over
mhm,
the Buffalo Bills. Like they go into Buffalo.
yeah.
Like I think Lamar
Now
Jackson is really hot. He has a big wide receiver core.
I
I'm
agree with
loving.
you.
I
I
felt
agree.
Derrick Henry was an MVP candidate. Like he's just like damn near getting 200 rushing yards a game. Like it's just
Yeah,
crazy within that guy. And like I think
right.
the Ravens will pull that off.
The
Um,
Bills, if they want to be in the running, they're gonna have to take off from Jump Street. I'm talking about
exactly. Right off the bat,
second
I
number
think the
one
Ravens is gonna have to
all
like
the
push
way
the
to the end of the
points.
fourth quarter because
Right.
the Ravens are not gonna let up. And if you give them the opportunity, they're gonna take off, and you're not gonna catch them.
Right. I feel the same about either team. Like whoever like gets the points in like really early, I think it's gonna
Yeah,
have the advantage in this one.
yeah,
The Commanders and the Lions, like the Lions have played well all really season, but like I'm loving this Washington Commanders team. I mean,
yeah.
shouts to my man Julian Sador from Fox
Woo!
46. Like he's a huge Washington Commanders fan. I don't know, like it's a toss up for me. Like I really like the
Yeah.
Commanders for to possibly upset the Detroit Lions in this one. What
Look,
you
I
think?
love some detail, man, and the Lions are doing their thing. But let's be honest. These commanders is they just the Washington came out of nowhere
That they're
and
young, they're just focused,
boom,
they're hungry, like
and they're
on both
gelling.
sides of the
They are
football
working as a
as a
team.
team. Yes,
So that's something you cannot overlook, and it's undeniable, and it's scary when you're like, man, this is who I got to face a young team, a team that's working together, and a team that's hungry.
right.
That's a combination you don't want to have to go up against.
All right. Switching gears to like another AFC game, the Chiefs and the Texans. I gotta go with the defending champs here. That they finished the season off 15-2. They got the bye week. I know Patrick Mahomes he's the best quarterback in the league. Like he's gonna have his team focused and ready to go for this one. So I like the Chiefs in this game here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got to run with you on that. Mahone is I mean he's the new king. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
He's the new quarterback king of the NFL. And I don't see him allowing his team to not go on to a Super Bowl.
And then the Eagles and the Rams. I like the Eagles in this one. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna put up some like heavy points. Like the Rams have been on a roll. Or the Rams have won, I think, like the last 8 of their last 10 games or something like that. They've just been
Mhm.
really on fire. They've
They
been like
really have.
one of the best teams heading into the playoffs, and like that's
Yeah.
gonna be another close one to me though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that one. That one's like that's like my wild card game to watch. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they do because I just think they were both teams were forgotten about and nobody expected them to be where they are. I'm just my point of view and what I've listened to online. I don't think anybody expected them to still be in the running right now.
Okay, definitely. Moving right along, a little bit of NFL news as well. Like Dre, man, like it's been a really, really tough year for a lot of like the first year black head coaches, more
Woo!
specifically Antonio Pierce, Robert
Got to, Mike.
Saleh, I think Brian Flores, like, and there was somebody else. I think the dude that was not. I think he still has his job. The dude that was with the Texans, he still has his job. Like,
Yeah.
how do you feel about and we got a lot of the Mike Tomlin news, like chattering, like he might be losing his job. Like, things have just been crazy. Like, how do you feel about these black head coaches in the league not really getting a fair grip or the fair shot to really keep on to their jobs, man?
I think that the first thing we really have to look at and just be honest, to this day, 2025, we are still waiting for blacks to own an NFL team.
Facts.
So if you see this and look at it from this point of view, then it's really not mind boggling to see what's going on with the black coaches
Right,
because ownership, management, coaches.
right,
That's what runs. It's not just the players. The players have nothing if they don't have coaches and they don't have management and they don't have the ownership.
right,
So looking at it from that point of view, it's just politics. It's the westernized American way of life. They're not being appreciated, and a lot of times, just to be honest, they're not looked at as being intelligent as they really are. And
right.
that's my point of view on it.
Yeah, and the dude I was thinking about, I couldn't think of his name. It was the New England Patriots coach that recently got fired. Like, I forgot, I can't think of his name at the moment. But my second part of the question is this. Recently, it was rumors rumbling around like Jerry Jones made the phone call to primetime Deion Sanders for to potentially interview for the Dallas Cowboys head coaching job. Like
Mhm.
Deion is very comfortable where he's at up in Colorado. But my
Yeah,
question is this: like within the landscape of the NFL right now, as far as these black head coaches, is it set up for if Deion were to take that position of the Dallas Cowboys head coaching job? Is it positioned for Dion to pretty much fail and be one and done after the first year or so?
absolutely, absolutely. Because you got to realize, man, like going back to the politics, um, just being honest, America corporate is is racist. Is a bunch of bigotry in it.
Mm,
So when you get in that level of business, um, there's a glass ceiling.
right.
Surprise, it still exists for our people. There's a glass ceiling. And he gets to that point, he's not going to be able to go but so high. And at that point, he's either going to be fired by them or he's going to cause himself to be fired. So I see him set up for failure from day one.
And to piggyback on that, like it's Jerry Jones' team. Like he picks the players, he picks the personnel. Like it's just not it's just gonna clash from day one
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
Dion has to be hands on like what he does like on the field, and like Jerry Jones is always like in the media like doing these
Right.
interviews
Yeah.
like calling out players, calling out the coaches, this, that, and the third, and it's just like it's a huge distraction all the way
Yes.
around. And this is the main reason why the Dallas Cowboys have like struggled within the playoffs within the last 30 years to me.
Right. And when you
No matter who you bring in.
got that in and all the drama like we were just discussing, all this unnecessary drama. And I'm gonna run with you on that. Jerry may retire. Jerry's hands are still gonna be controlling the puppets.
I,
He's
I
still gonna be
said
running it.
I've said this like almost 10 years ago, like pretty much. Like the only way I see the Dallas Cowboys winning a championship again is for Jerry Jones to resign. Like he literally has to resign, like at least out from being the general manager and just falling back, like and let somebody else make the football decision. If
Right.
somebody else besides Jerry Jones is making the football decision, I think that's the only way that the Dallas Cowboys can ever put position themselves in winning
Yeah.
another championship.
And he's possessive. Let's just be honest. The Napoleon complex is there. I
Right,
don't see him retiring and not still being hands on in the establishment.
right,
So it's still gonna be like he's there.
exactly.
Unless Dion signs in some kind of clause, I'm running it, I'm in control. You positioned and put me in this position to do my job, and I'm gonna do my job, and you have no say so in it. Other than that, it's still gonna be Jerry's world.
I think Dion stays in Colorado. The only way I see him like
I do
wanting
too.
to coach in the NFL, if like he's coaching both of his sons within the team, but like if the like he was interested in the which why he was interested more so in the Las Vegas Raiders job, but the Raiders declining and wanting to interview him and things because more than likely Shador Sanders is going to end up in the Las Vegas Raiders from what I'm hearing. Like
Yeah.
whether it's like through the first pick or whether like he gets traded down or something of that nature. For like, what I'm hearing,
Hmm.
Vegas is in line for like of trying to like or trying to get Shador Sanders to be their next quarterback. But we'll
Yeah.
see within that NFL draft later on. And
Looking
my
forward to
last
find.
thing,
I'm looking forward to them results.
switching from football to like a little bit of wrestling. Um, the first episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix didn't come down without a little bit of controversy.
Of course.
Hulk Hogan came out to like to promote his brand new beer. They did a deal together within the WWE to promote his brand new beer, and he came out with a furious thunders of boos, like with just flabbergasted and just shocked like a lot of people within like that weren't black or like a lot of people that's within the wrestling business. And for those that don't know, Hulk Hogan got caught within like a sex tape scandal where he admit that he's a racist guy to within the fold. And like he lost a lot of points within like not just within the wrestling community, but within the black community in general.
Yeah.
And more so like he felt that like after being booed that like it had something to do with him like endorsing Donald Trump for the presidency. It had nothing to do with that.
Not at
Dude,
all.
like Hulk Hogan, you're a clown. You're an
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
You're full of shit. You were Vince McMahon's fucking puppet back in '84 when you snitched on Jesse Ventura from trying to make a union within wrestling. That came out within the Vince McMahon documentary.
Yeah.
Um, and like people are just tired of Hulk Hogan shit, like just his personality and everything, man. Like and like nobody was shocked when he got booed. Like nobody.
No.
Like we were just he's full of shit.
Like, this wasn't him being a good guy or a heel. This was the fans saying, "We don't like you. You're fake. You're two-faced it. You're
Right,
not real. You're not who we thought you were. You're Terry. You're not Hulk Hogan.
right.
So we don't like you." And the sex tape came out, and he tried to play it off like he didn't know. There's no way you didn't know when your homeboy turned you on to his wife and y'all had threesomes. You knew. So don't act like you didn't know.
Right on top of
And
that, like his daughter tried to try to date a black guy. He was calling him a fucking nigger and all of that. And then
yes,
like when a Mark
on
Henry
a phone call, his daughter on the phone call
right,
published this for everybody to hear. And he
right,
was like, Dad, you couldn't just damn fuck him. You had to be with him. Why you want
right,
to be with a nigga?
right.
You lost all your cool points after that, bro. I mean,
It
you
was just
you should have
sad,
been
like
real racist and came out front street with it and said, "Yeah, I'm a racist." You could have maybe salvaged some face with that, but you were in the cut. You was tail tucked behind in your legs. You were a fake. You were a lame. You were in the closet with it, and it came out by your own daughter and your best friend.
yeah, it was just sad with that, man. Like it's sad when your heroes, when you don't want to meet your heroes, man, because they just become like a shell of what you think they are, man. It's just sad, man.
Right.
Well,
It's sad. It
we're gonna
definitely is.
finish off this segment here because like the Zoom they only give me like 40 minutes at a time, but we'll be back with more of the Truth Hurts podcast. We're gonna dig deep into what's going on with Wendy Williams and with Cameron versus Jim Jones, man. Like it's just a lot going on
Oh
within the
my
culture right
God.
now. Come on back. It's the Truth Hurts podcast right here. Don't go
Yeah.
nowhere. Peace.